Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Raw Cloud. Today I'm going to discuss a video that I made months ago where the audio was a little bit too low, and a lot of people were bringing this to my attention that they couldn't hear. So I want to do that over to make sure that you guys can get all of the information about the holographic soldier. But before I begin, guys, I want to talk about real briefly about the current events that's going on right now. And, we can watch the news and be so absorbed in their narrative that it brings down our vibrational frequency. And guys, when you are so absorbed into the news, it's a part of the programming, and you don't want to be so programmed that it lowers your frequency, and we forget, what the true mission is. Yes, there are some things going on, nefarious things that are going on from behind the scene, and the media is going to try to cover that up. But we must not move in fear. We must not stay in anger. We must learn how to laugh, because that is the quickest way for us to raise our frequency. This is why I made this channel so well-rounded, is because a lot of this information is not going to be nice. And I told you, we're going to have good moments, we're going to have bad moments, and anything in between, because I gave you guys a promise that, I would not hide this information. I'm going to keep the promise, but I also I also want you guys to understand that at some point you're going to have to step away from this type of information and shake it all off. Get outside in nature. Go with friends and family. Learn how to laugh, and that's another reason why I upload short videos that may be funny. To make, you guys got to remember that laughter is the quickest way to rise in frequency. And the dark side do not want your frequency at a heightened state, is because they want you to continue on feeding their agenda. Don't be so docile in a mood where you forget that laughter can change the road that you go down. Remember that God is always the driver of any reality that we step in. God is always the driver. And if you ask God to take you down these roads, doesn't matter. If you want to go down the road of anger, God will take you down that road, and He will show you everything that you want to see. But know that you will vibrate at that frequency. If you want to go down the road of fear, God will drive you down that road and show you everything, and you will begin to vibrate at that frequency. You have to understand that the dark side is not in control. The light is not in control. If God didn't want any of this stuff, remember this, if God did not want any of this stuff, He could snap His finger and make it all go away. We are here to experience everything so that we learn from it. We must not forget who we are and what that mission is. And yes, humans hold a lot of emotions. We choose these emotions, but do not be victim of your emotions, because you are responsible for your emotions. You are in control of your emotions. Do not let the dark side trick you into thinking that They are the winner of this reality. No one is the winner. We are here to experience. And yes, I too get absorbed. This is why I don't watch the news as much, is because I too, and any light worker and any light warrior, can be so absorbed into this false reality that we too fall victim, and then we lower our defense. So when I watch certain things that go on within the news media, I do not stay there, because I know that the news media is controlled. And yes, Q and the white hats also will put subtle things in the media, and we are there as light workers, light warriors, to pick up on these codes and bring that information back to you guys. I made a promise to you guys that no matter what, I would do my job here. But I also want you to understand that when providing this type of information that the dark side do not want you to have, that it comes with a price of knowing, okay? And that has everything to do with how you absorb this information. So we can look at it, but do not get so absorbed in it that it controls how you think and how you feel, and it lowers your frequency. Okay? Learn to step away and get outside and ground yourself with nature. Learn to look at a funny video and laugh, because laughter brings up that frequency fast. It changes the mood. Laughter is one of the best ways to bring that frequency back up to another state of heightened conscience. So now let's get into the holographic soldier. Okay, now this was a mission for the council, for the galactic federations. Now I told you that I do both missions for the military, the Navy, and I also do missions for the Galactic Federation councils. Now these are positive council members. So when they asked me to do this mission, now this was to inspect a base. Now this is a joint base between military and corporations. Okay? Now these corporations and scientists are creating what we call holographic soldiers. So now let's get into what happened. So I popped into this base, and this base is in international waters where laws do not exist. And this island, what looked like an island, was not an island. It was a base, and up under that island was the base, was where the operations were conducted. So when I go inside this base, I see two Caucasian guys, and they're observing me from a window. They know exactly who I am and what I represent, and I'm there to inspect this base to see what's going on and bring that information back. So they send out this guy, this Caucasian guy, come out, and he's in a all blue tight skin suit, and up and down the suit has technology within the suit, and he also has a technology on the side of his head, and it can interface with this suit. Now these are what we call holographic super soldiers. So he comes up to me and he smiled with this smirk on his face. He was really arrogant. I did not like this guy because I can link with him and I can see how arrogant he is. And with that technology he has, he was real cocky and very confident of what he can do. And that's fine. So this suit gave him the ability to not only walk into a holographic reality, but it also heightened his abilities um, to almost like superhero type abilities. He can run real fast. Um, his strength um, was probably 10 times what a normal human being would be. So he had a lot of abilities that came with that suit. Now, also with that, in order for him to handle the suit capabilities, he had to be modified as well to handle all that came with that suit. And so, as he walked past me, he walked into a hologram and disappeared. Now, this other animal, this hybrid animal, it looked like a German Shepherd crossed with a deer. Now, I did like this particular animal because as I linked telepathically with this animal, it had a lot of love and compassion, and this animal was extremely, his IQ was extremely high, and so the best way to describe this particular animal, think of a German Shepherd face fused with a deer face. Now, it did not have German Shepherd ears. It had more like a deer type ear. When it came to the body, it had more like deer and German Shepherd a body type. Now, the foot, it did not have what we considered hooves like a deer would have. It had huge paws. Um, the paws were extremely huge, and it had like three toes on that paw, and then it had like a thumb like in the back of like how you would see most deers. But it was they were huge and kind of furry. So, but I did like that animal because the love and compassion that it held within it. So that was one of the bases I did go to inspect for the council. Now, as you guys know, that there is a lot of holographic things that are going on within this what we consider the matrix, and they are trying to move towards um, uh, an AI system. Now, you go back and look at that video, you won't be able to hear it too much, but this is why I'm remaking it. Now, before I even got into the AI and started talking about the AI, this was already going on back then. So I've put out a lot of information in a short a period of time for you guys so that you can see how these things are rolling out. And I told you about the treaty that had been signed, that disclosure was going to come. Before these whistleblowers came out from the Navy side, I stated all of this stuff for you guys so that to better prepare you for it. And so I'm going to continue on to disclose at this level. Now, these other whistleblowers, they are going to give you a minute disclosure. So, but I cannot operate at that level because a lot of people that come to this channel and go to other channels, you guys are ready for the real stuff. You guys are ready. So, but I'm going to let the Navy do their part, and I'm going to do my part because it makes no sense for me to disclose at that minute level when I know you guys are ready for all of it. So, and it's just like William Tompkins I talked about. Now, we're going to have people that come out and try to debunk William Tompkins, but William Tompkins, his credentials speak for itself, and he was legit. He told you about the Dracos and how they were spraying us and keeping our minds docile, keeping us at an obedient state, and that our history, everything, when he did that interview with Carrie Cassidy, that the history of mankind has been one lie. All the way from the medical field, they're not curing anything because there's no money in cures, to the science. And scientists believe, well, they stated back then that UFOs wasn't real and that people that are seeing these things have some sort of problem with them. And we all knew that that was a lie too. They are paid to disinform. They are paid to disinform. And you cannot go by how they conduct their scientists. It's all manipulated. They believe if you can't produce it right then and there in front of them, that it don't exist. Well, who is going to be able to produce a UFO? The ones that are hiding the UFOs. Now that the Treaty of Truth has been signed, what's going on now? Where are those scientists now? When the Pentagon released that we have UFOs, that the military is stating that we have UFOs. Where are those scientists now? It's mighty funny that they're not coming out and saying what they were saying to disinform you guys. So I urge you guys to continue on because we know that all of this stuff is real. It makes sense. We are not the only ones out here in the universe. There is light and there is dark. We have cosmic brothers of the light and we have cosmic brothers of the dark. So, but I don't want you guys to get in a state of fear, panic. Remember, like I said, God is in control of all of it. We are on a path where we can see these things unfolding, and we will continue to move up. We are beautiful beings. We are strong, powerful beings. And we are not alone in this disclosure movement. But learn to step away. When you need to refresh yourself, learn to step away. Get out of nature. Go watch something funny to bring up that frequency very quick. Learn to refresh your energetic field because we absorb. And we need to be mindful of what we absorb. So, guys, I love, honor, and respect you guys. I'm going to continue to make more of these videos because, remake these videos because there's a lot of videos that I've done in the beginning and the audio is just way too low. And I do agree and I do apologize for that. But this was the type of stuff that was going on and they did not want this information out. So they tampered with the sound. And they probably will continue on giving me a hard time. This is how the game is played, but I will not let it stop me. So, guys, just know that I appreciate you. I love you guys, and I will continue to do my best for you. So, I love, honor, respect all of you guys. Have a good day.